All right, good evening. If I can have our 10-year members head to the middle of the show ring, we'll go ahead and get started. Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight for the 2021 Swine Award presentation and Grand Champion Drive. We have so many to thank for making our new fairgrounds and show schedule a reality. First of all, we would like to thank all the parents, 4-H members, 4-H alumni, ring staff, and volunteers that have helped in many ways to make the show run smoothly today. These people are here each year, and we greatly appreciate all their hard work and dedication to the 4-H Swine Project, especially this year, being flexible and working through the challenges. We would like to thank the County Commissioners and Exhibit Association for the new facilities, the show ring gates, the AstroTurf, Purdy Concrete, and Fairfield Contractors for the sand under the show ring, Prairie View Ag Supply, LLC, and a group of swine families for donating the pellets and the placing pins, Templeton Fabrication, Kyle Kiefer for the welding and modifying our pin racks to make things work. Let's give a round of applause for all our sponsors and volunteers. I would now like to introduce Cody Reichert with the Tippecanoe County Pork Producers to honor all of our 10-year swine members. Each year, Tippecanoe County Pork Producers awards $100 to all of our 10-year swine members who have participated in the 4-H Swine Project for 6 years or more. Congratulations to these 10-year members. First off, Levi Buck is the son of Jason and Janice Buck. He will be headed to Purdue with an undecided major. Drew Cornell, son of Andy and Kara Cornell. He'll be headed to Olivet Nazarene for youth ministry. Jaden Emmenheiser, daughter of Brian and Jody Emmenheiser. She's headed to IU Kokomo, majoring in biology pre-med. Carter Grettencord, son of Denny and Lisa. He'll be headed to SLTC Lyman School in Georgia. Avery Hankins, son of Jason and Angie. He will be headed to Lakeland College studying agribusiness. AJ Klinkhammer, son of Andy and Brenda. He's headed to Purdue and majoring in ag business management. Ty Leader, son of Chad and Callie. He's headed to Purdue and also studying in agribusiness. Gabriel Lehman, son of Chad Lehman and Vanessa Souders, and he's undecided. Colby Parker, he is headed to Ivy Tech and studying in elementary education. Amanda Pendleton, daughter of Kevin and Rhonda, she is headed to Purdue, and she is also the 2021 Miss Tippecanoe County Queen. Kayla Probst, daughter of Stuart and Connie. She's headed to Ball State and majoring in education. Andrew Reilly, son of Paul and Jennifer, is headed to Purdue and majoring in engineering. Austin Tyson, son of Ryan and Jennifer, he's headed to Vincennes in the AIM program. And lastly, Peyton Welch, son of Todd and Jeanette Welch. He is headed to Oklahoma State to study in agribusiness pre-law. Congratulations. Please be getting your champion gilts ready. Yeah. We'll get a group picture real quick. Thank you. No problem. Thank you.
Got it. You'll be out there or not?
The bill. No, David's volunteering to help in the ring since you don't have any help, I guess.
No, that'll work. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. I will give that to him before we get started. We have two other awards to present real quick. We have the 4-H Swine Achievement Award. This award is being presented to a 10-year member. Avery Hankins, don't go too far. who has demonstrated hard work and achievement through their 4-H career by helping younger members, keeping good records, attending meetings and workshops, and always going beyond what is required of them. This award is sponsored by Mike and Cindy DeGoyer family. Matt. Congratulations, Avery Hankins.
Congrats.
If you'd like a picture, yep. The next award of the evening is the Braxton Lee Peters Above and Beyond Award. This award is being presented to a first-year 4-H'er who has shown superior dedication to the swine project. They have attended, well, not this year because of COVID, usually attend workshops. They've maintained the cleanest pen and shown a true compassion for the pigs. I know this individual has worked with his pigs daily, and the recipient will receive a $25 scholarship and a plaque that will be presented later this week. This trophy is being presented by the Jesse Peters family. Congratulations to Connor Brand. Oh. Do we have Connor? Do we have Connor here? He's coming? Okay. There he is. You guys are... Congratulations, bud. You guys want to take a picture? All right. And one more award from the evening. I'm going to turn it over to Maggie J. and Tamara. Oh, Lord. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay.
Tonight we will be presenting the 2020 and 2021 Grants House I'm Happy and I'm Alive Memorial Awards. Our 2020 winners, since we did not get to honor and celebrate them last year, we will be honoring them in memory of Grant Russell House. Grant, son of Jay and Tamara House, was born on December in 1989 and was a 10-year 4-H member, community volunteer, social butterfly, and motivational giver. This is a young man that's heart outweighs his body and soul that runs on love. Grant has built a life mission to care and befriend and spread joy to the world. His personality was defined by his actions and understood through his compassionate and humorous words. There's nothing that Grant wants and needs more than to have and see the work of his friendship, faith, and family come to life. Tonight, we are honoring Miss Sarah Gustin with the Grant House I'm Alive and Happy Memorial Award. Sarah is the principal at Southwestern Middle School. She sits on the 4-H Queen Committee. She herself is a fellow 4-H'er. She has volunteered for the mission of Grant's House now for 6 years and continues to be with her students on a weekly basis. Our other two winners, first, Landry Waller, a 10-year 4-H member and now a student at Purdue University. She has given countless hours of her positive attitude and volunteerism to the mission of Grant's House and those that it serves. Zoe Gasho is our third 2020 award winner. She was a 10-year 4-H member and FFA member. She is one selfless girl and has dedicated endless hours of volunteerism to Grant's House and its mission and all that it stands for. Thank you to you three for all of your hard work and love to the mission of serving individuals with special needs and disabilities. Good? All right. We now would like to celebrate our 20 and 21 recipients. If Julia Farrell could come forward, she is our adult 2021 Grant's House I'm Alive and Happy Memorial Award recipient. Julia was a 10-year 4-H member, and she was actually our 1983 Supreme Showman. She and her husband, Leo, own the National Group, the local printing company. And she and her husband both have not only been advocates for the project, but have spent endless times making sure that Grant's goal could come true. We thank you Thanks, Jules, for your service. Our second 2021 recipient goes to Kylie Chase. There she is. She is a 10-year 4-H member and McCutcheon FFA member. She has been in it from the beginning, beyond amazing in her volunteer dedication to Grants House fundraisers and the mission of Grants House. And she is currently a direct support professional at Grants House, serving our youth with special needs and disabilities. We thank her for her time and even her spending her summer at Camp 54 at Grants House. And it's her birthday. Happy birthday, honey.
Thank you, Becky. You're welcome, Maggie J.
Congrats, Julia.
Sorry, guys.
You ready, Chris?
Ready for me?
Yep. I'm going to introduce your reserves. Now introducing your reserve champion gilts. Reserve champion Berkshire gilt exhibited by Brylan Hedden. Reserve champion Chester gilt exhibited by Brylan Hedden. Reserve champion Duroc gilt exhibited by Olivia Hedden. Reserve champion Hampshire gilt exhibited by Caden Simmenheiser. Reserve champion Hereford gilt exhibited by Kyra Rainey. Reserve champion Landrace gilt exhibited by Alden Hedrick. Reserve champion Poland China gilt exhibited by Aubrey Reed.
They can't hear you.
Reserve champion Spot gilt exhibited by Peyton Johnson. Reserve champion Tamworth gilt exhibited by Milena Immenheiser. Reserve champion Yorkshire gilt exhibited by Blake Smith. Reserve champion Crossbred gilt exhibited by Mariah Miller. Congratulations to our reserves. Please be getting those reserve barrows ready. Now introducing your champion gilts. Champion Berkshire gilt exhibited by Emily Kendall. Champion Chester gilt exhibited by Mariah Miller. Champion Duroc gilt exhibited by Sophie Royer. Champion Hampshire gilt exhibited by Michaela Spray. Champion Hereford gilt exhibited by Mariah Miller. Champion Landris gilt exhibited by Leah Immenheiser. Champion Poland China gilt exhibited by Mason Thomas. Champion Spot Gilt exhibited by Leah Emmenheiser. Champion Tamworth Gilt exhibited by Isabel Tyson. Champion Yorkshire Gilt exhibited by Kaylin Martin. And Champion Crossbred Gilt exhibited by Peyton Welch. Congratulations to our champions. Please be bringing your reserve champion bearers to the holding ring. Reserve champion bearers to the holding ring. Callie.
What?
Sit down. Our judge today comes to us from Miami, Oklahoma, where he resides with his wife, Caitlin, and daughter, Hallie. He attended Oklahoma State University, where his judging team won nationals, and he's judged the National Juniors Southwest Regional and some other shows at the state and national level. He owns and operates Hoff-Schulte Genetics and enjoys raising show pigs with his family. They have approximately 100 sows and 12 boars. Please help me in welcoming Chris Hoff-Schulte.
Well, first off, I'd just like to say thank you for allowing me to be the person who judges your first show out here at this county show. Whenever I was asked to come to judge a county show, I'll be honest with you, I didn't expect to come to something like this. This is unbelievable. Just the facilities here and the staff behind the pens today have just done an incredible job. If you would, just put your hands together for the staff, all the sponsors, and everybody who's helped put this on today. This is definitely a first-class event. I never have been one for just big speeches, but I'm here to give credit where credit's due, and I feel like this is definitely a class act, a very, very high-class event. The county show, the depth of quality is extremely good. I think every champion out here represents what I'm trying to do and represents their breeds exceptionally well. I think there's just one, for me, though, that hit me extremely hard whenever she first hit the ring. It's so hard to make in terms of just added skeletal dimension and just center body mass and still having that elegant look from the side. But more importantly, couples that with just a flawless skeleton. That young lady's Yorkshire Gilt will be your champion.
Your grand champion Yorkshire Gilt is exhibited by Kaylin Martin. Brings out the reserve champion Blake Smith. Holy crap.
As they bring out that reserve, once again, another one that represents that breed extremely well. She's probably a shot stouter featured and stouter about her skull more so than the gilt that wins this deal. But for me, I'd just like to see her a little more comfortable out of her front end and just a little more comfortable off her rear leg as well. There's another one that hit me extremely hard when she first hit the ring. For me today, the young man with that crossbred will be reserved. Congratulations to him.
Reserve Grand Gilt exhibited by Peyton Welch.
As we get out here for third overall, it becomes a little more challenging to me. But once again, once you start to study their skeletons and just breed for breed out here, I think there's another one that's exceptional in terms of that added stoutness and mass and center body dimension. That young man that has that Yorkshire Reserve York will be third overall.
Third overall is Blake Smith.
thinking back about how competitive this breed was from top to bottom, and being one of the bigger breeds that we evaluated that day. You definitely got to appreciate this one for just her silhouette from the side and how comfortable she is off her rear leg. Probably not, doesn't have quite the punch right through her center body as some that preceded her today, but I think she's an exceptional female as well. That D-Rock, she'll be your 4th overall.
4th overall, Hunter Royer. Sophie Royer, excuse me.
I think as you study their breeds and just the respective how out there this one is specifically from a skeletal perspective, the Hampshire is going to be your 5th overall. Very exceptional female.
5th
as well.
overall, Michaela Spray. We awarded our showmanship champions earlier at the end of the barrow drive. Our beginner champion swine showman was Milena Emmenheiser. Our junior champion swine showman was Keegan Spray. Our intermediate champion swine showman was Ella Carlson. And our senior champion swine showman was Peyton Johnson. Our grand swine showman that will represent us in the Supreme Showmanship Drive on Thursday night will be Keegan Spray. Congratulations. Throughout the day, we also announced and handed out all the breed champions and division trophies. Thank you so much to all of our trophy sponsors. Also, thank you to Lindsay Hanowich Photography for taking pictures today in the ring, and also for sticking around taking pictures tonight after the grand drive. She will be taking all of the top 5 overall at the backdrop over there by the goats at the conclusion of the barrow show. The champion and reserve champion bred and owned barrows and gilts were selected after the gilt and barrow drives today. These exhibitors started their swine projects last fall at breeding and then farrowed and raised them to show today. The champion bred and owned gilt was sponsored by Patrick and Melinda O'Neill, and that recipient was Rebecca Hoy. Reserve champion bred and owned gilt, sponsored by Dave and Linda Swank, was Peyton Johnson. And champion bred and owned barrow, also sponsored by Dave and Linda Swank, was presented to Peyton Johnson as well. And a reserve champion bred and owned barrow was sponsored by Roy's Show Pigs, and that was Sarah Hoy. So congratulations to our bred and owned champions.
Hey, Mom, I'm going to take Cowboy to see Miss McGuire. Okay, come on. You want to tell me? Hey, Cowboy, you want to tell me, Sally? Cowboy, come here. Come on, Cowboy. Cowboy, here.
Can you sit down here in Mommy's chair?
Come here, Hadley. Which chair can I bring over there? This one? Can I bring this chair over? No, I'm in charge of. No, I'm trying to find chair to like sit in. No, I'm walking down the side.
All right, introducing your reserves. Reserve champion Berkshire Barrow, exhibited by Brooklyn Spray. Reserve champion Chester Barrow, exhibited by Cadence Immenheiser. Reserve champion Duroc Barrow, exhibited by Leah Immenheiser. Reserve champion Hampshire Barrow, exhibited by Kane Storms. Reserve champion Hereford Barrow, exhibited by Clayton Moore. Reserve champion Landrace Barrow, exhibited by Casey Canoe. Reserve champion Poland Barrow, exhibited by Levi Knoll. Reserve champion Spot Barrow, exhibited by Kaylin Martin. Reserve champion Tamworth Barrow, exhibited by Sarah Hoy. Reserve champion Yorkshire Barrow, exhibited by Ella Carlson. And reserve champion Crossbred Barrow, exhibited by Peyton Klauser. Congratulations.
Hey, Mom. Me and Hadley are going to go sit by. Yeah, I'm on a high five.
Now introducing your champions. Champion Berkshire Barrow, exhibited by Blake. Champion Chester Barrow, exhibited by Brooklyn Spray. Champion Duroc Barrow, exhibited by Jaden Immenheiser. Champion Hampshire Barrow, exhibited by Blake Smith. Champion Hereford Barrow, exhibited by Parker Johnson. Champion Landrace Barrow, exhibited by Avery Hankins. Champion Poland China Barrow, exhibited by Suzanne Roberts. Champion Spot Barrow, exhibited by Keegan Spray. Champion Tamworth Barrow, exhibited by Cadence Immenheiser. Champion Yorkshire Barrow, exhibited by Katie Holmes. And your champion Crossbred Barrow, exhibited by Cadence Immenheiser. Congratulations to our champions.
I'm going to sit by Linda.
Thanks again to all of our volunteers that helped out today. We will need some help tearing down the show ring when we get done here, all the placing pins and the gates moving out. And just a reminder that Swine will be released at the conclusion of the Barrow Drive. She's okay, Callie.
Apologize for taking so long, but as you can see out here, I mean, these champions are extremely good and deep. If you would, put your hands together for these exhibitors and for the breeders and the people that help behind the scenes. It's definitely a hard job. I mean, the ups and downs that comes in this. It's very hard to get to this point. I think it comes down between a trio of them out here, and I think once you study in it and get into comparative sense, there's one that has the obvious advantage just in shape up high and still has that next level kind of a look. The young lady's crossbred will be your grand. Congratulations to her.
Thank you. Grand Champion Barrow, exhibited by Cadence Immenheiser.
So drop right that reserve cross. I talked that pair in class as being extremely fun to evaluate and break down just because the quality was so good. I'm going to go ahead and follow up for that reserve for reserve overall. Congratulations to her.
Reserve Grand Barrow, exhibited by Peyton Klauser.
There's another one out here in particular that I labeled a man whenever he first came out. Just a very durable skeleton. He's opened up and his chest extremely good. I love this hog's head and just how flexible his skeleton is. Young ladies, Yorkshire will be third overall.
Third overall, Katie Holmes.
Once again, as I think about how deep this breed was, and I mean, top to bottom, I think there was 8 classes in that particular breed. A very good, very strong breed from top to bottom. And you study this one, skeleton, he's extremely good for his breed. His hip and hind legs flexible. Young ladies, D-Rock is going to be your 4th overall.
4th overall, Jaden Immenheiser. Mommies.
I think it comes down between a pair of them out here, the Chester and the Hampshire Bear for 5th overall. Between the two, I think the Chester's got a shot more shape right behind his blade into the center portion of his ham. Young ladies, Chester Bear will be a 5th overall. Congratulations to him.
5th overall, Brooklyn Spray. Congratulations. This concludes the 2021 Swine Show.